So with the warmer weather, I thought it might be a good idea before it gets too warm to film a video out on the ice. A nice neutral landscape. I wish you could see all around the whole vista of this beautiful place, but hopefully you get an idea of the spaciousness here. So for this practice, we're actually going to start standing up. The theme or the guiding force in this practice is yoga for regulating the nervous system or yoga for anxiety. And I'll bring in a couple of tools that I tend to teach or practice for this, but let's just start by finding mountain pose, feet underneath the hips, shoulders over the hips, and hands wherever they feel guided to be, maybe by the sides. I tend to find a sense of safety and security turning inward by placing one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, but you find your way. Only if you feel comfortable, close your eyes and just check in with your breath. Can you feel the spaciousness of your inhalations and a letting go in your exhalations, a letting go of your story, a letting go of your past, your future, just dropping into this moment. So a few more full deep breaths. Maybe you feel your breath like it's starting in your center, your heart, and it's radiating all around you with the image of God's presence all around you, or this sense of just universal love and energy around you. Whatever your beliefs, you want to bring them with you to your mat. Back to that again and again, that place of finding safety within our bodies, finding our feet on the floor, our awareness into the body. But let's start with one of my favorite techniques for just regulating the nervous system, simply shaking. So start with a little bounce in your knees. You might shrug your shoulders up and down. You might feel a little silly, but that's okay. Just shake. This idea of shaking to regulate the nervous system is actually taken from the animal world. Animals tend to get in a tussle, whatever, and then they go off in a quiet place and just shake it off. And they don't store it in their bodies, they don't store it in their memories, they just let it go. Maybe a couple of nice deep exhales, open mouth exhales, facilitating that practice of letting go. Maybe a little twist from side to side. And when that feels complete, just pause and notice. Maybe you feel a little vibration, a little bit more brightness in your body or awareness of your body. So now we're going to move into another technique that I really like is tapping. So you'll just follow me along. Let's start by making a fist out of our left hand and tap into your right palm. Our knees are soft, our breath is full. Just this idea of being present to sensation, aware of your hands. And then take that hand, tap it up the outside of that arm, into the neck, my favorite, down the inside of the arm. Do that 2 more times. Keep breathing, aware of sensation. Tap up the arm, into the armpit, another favorite spot of mine. This is also really good for the nervous system and the immune system to tap those lymph nodes. Maybe tap down your side a few times. And then circle that arm. Roll just that right shoulder back and around. And pause and feel. Maybe you notice any subtle differences between the two arms, the two sides of the body. So let's do that on the other side. Make a fist out of your right hand, tap into your left. Full breath. And then tap up the outside of the arm, soft knees, shoulder and neck. Down and around, down the inside of the arm. One more time. Breathing full and deep, just aware of this body right now, which is feeling safe enough to practice yoga. Tap up the back of the arm, into the armpit, little lateral bend. Tap down. Maybe circle that arm and roll just the left shoulder back. Aware of the left side of the body. Aware of the body as whole. Be aware of the body as holy. And now let's take our little fingers, I guess, and tap into our chest. Lift the heart. Sometimes when we're feeling anxious or just not right, we tend to shrink into ourselves. Stand up. Feel God's gaze on you, His benevolent gaze on you. Maybe tap into the solar plexus, top of the belly. Your place of power, strength, call it back. Into the belly, maybe some circles around the belly. Tap into your hip creases. We're going to work a lot on this area of the body. The hip flexors, the psoas, this can hold a lot of tension. So we're going to try to let that go. Maybe tap around the back of your body, into your low back. Nice little massage here. Tapping into your kidneys, your adrenal glands. All right, let it go. Pause and notice. All right, and we left out the lower body, so we'll just add that in. But let's inhale up. Wish you could see the puffy clouds. Exhale down, tap down the back of your thighs, your glutes. Fold forward your way, bend knees. Tap around the feet, up the front of the thighs. One more time, reach up. Fold forward, tap down the outside of the thighs. Up the inside of the thighs. Lightly tap where it feels good and just pause. Feel that kind of loving energy that you send to yourself from that tapping, that sense of okayness right now. So let's take that into a twist. Maybe the feet are a little wider. Again, tap into your low back, maybe tap across your belly. This is a nice one for opening up the front of the thighs, that psoas area. Keep your heart lifted. So a nice one to look around and change your perspective. Maybe contemplate the majesty of this created earth, the majesty of you. Maybe it would feel good to tap into that chest and lift that heart a little more. Slow it down. Find your center. Finding our centers over and over again. Find our bodies, our breath, our sense of safety and well-being right here. We choose it. Choose it. And we'll continue to flow. So now we're going to move into the more fluid part of the practice. We're going to work on extending our exhalation. This is a really, really good way to regulate the nervous system. Switch it more into that fight or flight place of living, being, into a more rest, digest, and heal mode. So I hesitate to give a count longer breath, because that can actually cause us to be anxious and to have a feeling of breath. Just a deficit of where was my breath, I'm holding too long. So just let this be kind of organic. I might show you just an example of a breath count, but honestly, don't sweat it. Let your own intuition guide you. So we're going to start by half sun salutations. So we're going to take an inhale, maybe up for a count of 4. Exhale super slow. Let the breath be kind of audible, like a whisper as you fold forward. When you're ready, inhale maybe to a count of 4. Feel your core. Exhale nice and slow. Feel your breath like a whisper, a little longer. Inhale, rise up, maybe a count of 4. Exhale down to your center, maybe a count of 6 or 8. I forgot to mention, by really making that kind of whispery quality with the lips closed on our exhale, in yoga we call that ujjayi breathing. It can really help us control those exhales, as well as really feeling a fullness in our inhale and a really fullness in our exhale. So let's do that again, guided by your own breath, of course. Inhale up, exhale down, nice and slow. Inhale up, exhale down, nice and slow, letting go. Soft knees, inhale, rise. Exhale, slowly return. Let's do that one more time. I'm not going to speak through it. I want you to really just feel into yourself and guide your own way. Just pause and hold hands wherever they feel guided to be. Feel your breath. Feel yourself right here, right now. So let's come forward on our mat. We're going to take that down into kind of just a slow, fuller version of a sun salutation, using those prolonged exhalations to guide our way. So let's inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, halfway lift and step back with your right leg. Just wiggling around, just finding the right spot. But we're kind of like a 90-90 with our legs. Hands come up to find the thigh, and we'll move with our breath. So inhale up for about a count of 4. Exhale slowly. Whisper that breath out. Feel it in your belly. Again, inhale. Exhale. Maybe squeeze your shoulder blades at the very end. Keep going with your own breath. You do not have to model me, but you're feeling a full inhale and a slightly fuller, longer exhale. Next one we'll hold at the top. Notice that I'm not trying to go super deep. I'm feeling a containment at the core. Tailbone is heavy. And we're stretching into that psoas. That place we want to bring some attention, some softness to. It's the muscle that kind of holds the upper and the lower body together. So if we're tight, we're tense all the time. It's tight and it's tense, and the tension talks to the nervous system and tells it it's tight, and the nervous system tells the muscle is tight. It's a whole vicious cycle. Breathe. therapeutic, just a gentle twist. So left hand comes to the right thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, circle that arm back behind. Seeing that wide landscape. Couple times. Inhale up. Exhale, circle it back. Pull the belly in. Notice we're still giving that psoas a little massage, a little loving attention. Now hold the twist. You could stay right here, or if it's familiar to you, you could come into a prayer twist, meaning we take the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, hands in prayer, and we twist and gaze to the right. Your pose, your practice. Full breath. When you're ready, unravel, reach up. Exhale, come down. Hands to the mat. Right foot comes back. The knee comes back. We lower the body down. Stretch those legs back. And let's come into kind of a flowing cobra pose. So maybe your hands tense out a little bit further to the side. Lift up. Maybe we gaze left. We gaze right. And we come down. Again, really organic. I like this variation. It creates a little massage into the low back. Go in the other direction. We're actually creating a little massage into those hips, into the psoas. And again, we're shifting our gaze, shifting our perspective outside of ourselves to something greater. Maybe reach those arms back. Just a low version of locust. Toes are grounded. Like we're just hovering above our life, gazing at it with a sense of compassion, curiosity, love. Take your hands under your shoulders, press up. So from here, we're going to come into another breath-guided movement between this tabletop position to child's pose and then to down dog. Again, just keeping things flowing. The more we flow, the more we can steady our minds. So inhale, drop belly, lift heart. Exhale, bend elbows. Just guide towards child. You don't have to get there unless your body guides you there. Inhale up. Tuck toes. Exhale, down dog. Not your fullest expression. Keep it going. So inhale, drop knees. Slow exhale, draw back into your child pose. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. I think you got it. Keep it flowing your way. And remember, we're trying to lengthen those exhalations. And then maybe linger in either shape, whatever you choose. Child's pose or down dog. Just for a breath or two. Feel like you're landing into the safe place of your own body here. Guided by your breath, filled with spirit and God's gentle presence. When you're ready, come back up. And we'll just step our left foot forward. So finding our lunge on this side. Remember, kind of like a 90 angle here. Comfortable. Maybe hands to the heart for a moment. Just bring in a sense of reverence to this practice, to yourself. And we'll flow in the same way we did on the other side. So inhale. time, hold the pose. Keep lifting your heart. Maybe you lift your gaze. And then we'll come into that twisting version. So right hand to the left knee. Inhale, reach that left arm up. Exhale, track that left arm back, gentle twist. Keep it going. I really love twists in our practice. They do help us to see that broader perspective. This time, hold the pose. Again, can be nice upright spine here with your twist, or you could come into that prayer. Right hand down, outside of the thigh, hands come to prayer, and gently twist. Nice long spine. Heart and gaze, looking up. Love that song by Lauren Daigle, Look Up Child. Reminds us where our strength does come from. So when you're ready, come on down. Tabletop position. This time we'll just draw back into downward facing dog. Maybe hold for a breath or two if you're feeling it. Feel your roots, your hands and feet rooted. And when you're ready, mindfully walk your way forward towards the top of the mat. Knees are soft, and slowly roll it up. And back to your heart. Again, hands wherever you feel guided to be in your mountain pose. Notice how you feel now, maybe compared to when you first stepped on the mat. Yoga does bring us into the present moment, into the body where everything really is safe and grounded. So we'll do a few more postures before we slow down. So let's inhale up. Exhale, take a big step back with your left foot. So we're guiding into Warrior One. Notice I took my feet almost as wide as the mat. Bend into the front knee. Heart, hips, mind, straight ahead. This is another good one for opening up that psoas muscle. We could call it the muscle of safety and peace. So again, we will move with the breath. So inhale up, straighten the arms-ish. Exhale, hands to the heart. Sink in to that front knee. Keep it going. Inhale up. Maybe a count of 4. Exhale. Whisper that breath down, like we'll say God's grace is raining down on you, into your heart, into your body. From here, just stay in the pose and radiate your arms up. Notice how you feel. Is there anything you could just release, let go of? Send it up or send it down to be more present right here. When you're ready, hands to your hips. We'll turn our hips to the front of the mat. Just for a moment, we'll come into a star shape. So feet, hips, heart, straight ahead, arms out. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes and just feel into your extremities. Feel into the crown of your head, your feet. Feel yourself present. Maybe feel yourself loved right here. Relax your arms, and we'll just take that warrior to the other side. So turn your left toe to the back of your mat. You might need to wiggle around a wee bit. Again, feet nice and wide, it's more stable. that front knee. Just find your pose and we'll start to move. So inhale up. Exhale, nice slow exhale back to your heart. And remember, your own breath cycle is guiding you. We're trying to make that exhale a little longer. Nudging our body into that place in our nervous system where we do feel safe, where we do feel like we can heal, like we do feel we can digest whatever we need to digest here. Those arms on your next inhale. Let's hold for a breath or two. Feel the power of doing a warrior pose. And when you're ready, mindfully take your hands to your hips. We're just going to take a step forward to come to mountain at the back of our mat. Take a breath. And we're going to find our way back the way we came. We'll just do it this way. We'll step back with our right foot. This time we're going to guide into warrior two. So front heel kind of aligns with the back middle arch. Wherever it feels comfortable, there's a bend into that front knee, shoulders over hips. Hands, kind of like you're holding a little ball of energy, a little chi ball, and we're going to move with our breath again. So inhale, reach out, warrior two. Exhale, you can back out a little bit, straighten that leg-ish, feel your own energy. Inhale, radiate out, exhale back, your way. Again, that whisper quality to the exhalation, just a little longer than the inhalation. It takes focus, it takes patience. This time, radiate it out. Relax your shoulders. And we'll just flow a little bit more here to open a little bit into the side waist. So drop your back hand, reach your top hand up. This is peaceful warrior. And take your top hand down to the front thigh, reach your right arm up towards the sky, open your heart. Extended side angle. Opening the two sides of the body. Now move with your breath. Maybe inhale, reach up, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Moving with your own breath in your own way. Hold the pose, whichever one you landed in. And then come back to your star, but we'll mix it up a little bit. Toes track out. Take a flowing goddess pose. So sink into the knees your way. Inhale, radiate those arms up. Exhale down. This pose is, I always feel it's rather feminine, flowy, also very connected and rooted to the earth. The stability of Mother Earth. The stability of the water element underneath me. And then hold your goddess. You could bend your elbows like little cactus shapes. Keep your heart lifted. Maybe create a little smile across the face. Another way to trick the nervous system is to smile, or is to soften the features of the face. when you're ready, we'll just come to warrior two on the other side. So the right toe points back to the top of the mat. We bend into that front knee. Again, shoulders over the hips, your way. A shorter stance is better for beginners. Just find your way. It's really more about the energy and the transformation we choose to make on our mats than making beautiful shapes. So take your hands into their little energy ball. You contain your energy right here in your own hands. Inhale, radiate it out. Exhale, slowly, slowly bring it back to center. With your own breath. Ready, we'll take our peaceful warrior, backhand drops, inhale, reach top hand up. Exhale, right hand to thigh, left hand up towards sky. Open the side body, staying rooted in the lower body, and then take it to a flow. Inhale up, exhale down. Feel free to move in any way that feels right to you. Hold the shape wherever you land it. And when you're ready, this is a really careful transition. You might take a baby step in with that left foot. You might keep baby stepping and then step to the top of your mat back into your mountain. Feel into your body. And we'll prepare to kind of slow things down now. So let's inhale up. Exhale, fold. Come onto your hands and your knees. And let's see here. Maybe we do just a few hip circles, just kind of loosening things up. Move in a way that feels good to you. Again, creating space in those side bodies. Make sure you go in both directions. And when that feels complete, we're just going to find our way down onto our backs. So, whichever way you get there is perfectly fine. We're going to come down all the way onto our backs. Whoa, I have a little moisture that seeped through on my mat, so I'm trying to find the best spot. Settle it back down. So when you get here, have your feet underneath your knees, arms by your sides. I'm going to do a flowing version of bridge pose. And it doesn't have to be your biggest bridge. Again, it's about the breath, about the energy. So root into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips, sweep your arms up over your head, any amount. Exhale, slowly, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, laying down. And then keep that flowing your own way. Inhale up. Exhale down. Really feel your vertebrae landing down. Feeling that stable earth below you. Maybe you want to hold at the top for a breath or two. Just listen to your body. And when you're ready, lower down. And nice and slow. Widen your feet a little bit. And I'm going going to take our arms out into a T and just windshield wiper those legs from side to side. This is another really great way to open and release that psoas muscle. You might linger to one side, it doesn't matter which. I'm rocking my knees to the left. Left hand can come to the side ribs on the right. Right hand might reach up a little higher. Really feel your breath within you. Take it over to the other side. Right hand might come to the ribs, left hand up over the head or onto your boots. Come back to center, give your body a little hug, hug those knees in, maybe circle. And feeling all the parts of your body that are coming in contact with your mat, with the earth below. Feel how held and safe you are, circling in both directions. Maybe a tiny little inversion here. I didn't bring any props, but we can invert by just reaching fingers and toes up to sky. We can actually revisit our shaking. A little shake. Pause and hold. Hug in. And just prepare for a relaxation here. So if you need more support for your body, you might bring in a blanket to place underneath your thighs, or a little tiny pillow or neck roll underneath your head. Just going to guide you briefly into a little guided relaxation. Sometimes when we get to the end of practice and we're left for moments of stillness and silence, we don't always know what to do with ourselves. So just settle in here, and I'd like you to come back to your breath at your heart center. And as you inhale, feel the breath radiating out around you like concentric rings. And as you exhale, feel it return back to itself, a sense of relaxation into your body. So inhaling, radiating like bright light all around you, the sense of protection or boundary that you create. Exhaling, a sense of returning to yourself, to this calm center. Now bring your awareness into your right shoulder blade. Let it settle a little more on your exhales. Your shoulder. Bring awareness into the left shoulder and shoulder blade. Let it settle. Bring awareness to the breath spreading and opening your heart, softening back on itself. Only if it feels right. If your legs are bent like mine, extend your left leg down. Only if that feels right for you. Invite relaxation into that whole left hip, knee, and ankle. Only if it feels right, guide that right leg straight. Send relaxation down the whole right thigh. Relaxing the muscles of the face. And resting for just a short amount of time in this a sense of safety, well-being, and love. Linger here as long as you'd like. If you're ready to move on, you can bend your legs, you can roll to your side. Don't rush, support your head. Extending this grace and nurturing quality to yourself, to your mind, your body. Press yourself up gently, gently whenever you're ready. Find your seat. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice the effects of your practice, the effects of your practice, the effects of your decision to help regulate your nervous system and choose peace. And we will fall back. It's a dance, but we are invited to participate in the dance towards peace and well-being, moment by moment, day by day, in God's grace. Namaste.